Sometimes we can be under pressure to satisfy everybody. Everybody's got different expectations, everybody's got different desires, and sometimes we have satisfied those in one way for many years, and now we don't really that doesn't really resonate with us anymore, but now we still feel like we have to join in on something. So there's often times in life these situations where we are showing up feeling like it's our responsibility to get it right. Ugh, gosh, it was uncomfortable for me to even say that, get it right. Ah, right? So, what is really going on here? What is really going on here? Right? This is something where we perceive that other people have a desire, and it is our job to either get it right or not get it right. And that's a lot of pressure. And maybe we have taken on that role for a while. And maybe how we used to do it, how we used to accomplish something, how we used to participate satisfied people, and now there's an expectation to keep doing that exact same thing for the rest of your life. But the reality is we're growing and evolving people, and so we don't necessarily want to be doing the same thing. Something that worked for us 5 years ago may not work for us anymore. And if we feel the pressure to have to continue to please people in ways that mirror who we used to be, there can be a little bit of a conundrum here. And so this is an invitation. This is an invitation to look at things a little bit differently. If somebody is asking you to do something and you do it, there's a difference between doing something and being happy and being able to emit love while doing it, or doing it to satisfy them, but you're kind of annoyed in throughout it. And so we have to ask ourselves, are we doing any real, genuine, energetic, good vibes if we are doing something while emitting out not really good things, right? The other person could on some level seem satisfied that we're doing it, but on a deep level, they're not going to be receiving the true feeling of what they actually think. They have an assumption that if this happens, I will feel this way. And so if you satisfy them by doing it this way, you don't actually know if they're satisfied on the inside. But I can almost guarantee you that if you are doing any action out of alignment, even if the other person looks satisfied, there is an energetic element that is feeling lack because everything always matches. And so the best thing you could do is find alignment in what works for you. So when you do whatever you are doing it out of wanting. You are doing it and still able to emit love. You are able to still genuinely smile. And if you're tolerating a life where you're doing things without emanating love, then we just have to kind of like come to terms with what that experience is going to be like for you. It is going to be not satisfactory. You're not going to look forward to the next time. You are energetically going to be blocked off from the other person. And so the best thing that we could do, always the best thing that we could do is breathe, be very real, and know that our quest is to be able to feel good in everything we do. And so if we are coming up to something where we don't feel good doing it, then it is our job to realize this is contrast, and it is now my job to redefine what I'm going to do so I feel really good about it. And if you are able to find a way to do something and feel really, really good about it, or not do something and feel really, really good about it, then when you explain yourself to others, or even if you don't explain yourself to others, you are going to be understood, because it is the group language that when you are doing really well, that will be understood. People will maybe react one way, but on an energetic level, people on a higher level, macro level, it is a really good thing for you to set your boundaries and set it so you are somebody who feels really good about what you do. You will inspire others to do the same thing. You will show others that it is possible to make choices and make decisions. You will show that it's possible to live a life where you don't tolerate feeling crappy when doing things. And so whenever we're looking at satisfying other people's desires, the question, the response must be, I would love to do this, but I have to find alignment first. You don't deserve me to do anything that I really don't want to do and can't do in a loving way. So let me figure out if there's a way for me to do this while still being able to emit love, while still being able to smile, while still being able to feel really good. And either the answer will be, you know what, if I decide and just practice to do this, I can show up and satisfy this request with really good vibes. Or maybe you will just say, you know what, I'm happy to do this, but for me, it would be better to do it like this. Da, 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 da. That would make me feel really good. I'd be able to really, feel great about this if we're able to do it in this other way. Or maybe you just realize, like, you know what, I love you, but this is not something I'd like to participate in. If you love it, I want you to do it, but it's better off that I step out, because it's better off that I don't enter in and share my negative vibes with everybody. So there's always these options. There's always these options. And the main idea here is that you cannot satisfy others. And even if you do the thing, there will be an emotion missing for them that will create a heavy heart. Not that you're responsible for that heavy heart in somebody else, but the idea here is that when you show up with love, when you show up with good vibes, when you decide that's what you're going to do, even if you're not showing up doing the things precisely the way somebody else wants, you are giving such more of a gift, way bigger of a gift, showing up and holding positivity and holding space for love and not feeling like there are rules. And when you do that, you will be happier, you will inspire happiness from other people, and you will also inspire people to live that way. And that is beautiful.